In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish corset dress with layered flare. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button. So to start, you're going to need your shoulder to bust, under bust and waist. We're going to cut the upper part of this dress first. Another thing you need to do is to get the full length of your dress and then minus your half length, which is your shoulder to waist. Place your tape and mark your shoulder divided by 2. From this point, you're going to come down by 1 inch. After coming down, mark your basic neckline of 3 inches. Then you're going to connect from your shoulder to that point. The next step is to find your chest line, and to find your chest line is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now place your ruler to draw out a straight line. After marking that, you're going to place back your tape and mark your shoulder divided by 2. Now after marking your shoulder divided by 2 on the chest line, place your ruler and draw a straight line all the way up. So after marking this now, I'm going to divide what I have there into 2 equal parts. I'll go ahead to mark the midpoint. From here, I'll come out by ½ inch. Then I'll place my tape and mark the bust measurement divided by 4. From this midpoint, I'll connect all the way up and connect to the bust circumference divided by 4. Step is to mark your dart. To mark my dart, I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. I'll mark this from the bust to the waistline. After marking this, I'm going to place my ruler and I'm going to connect, going all the way to the bust point. Now, from this neckline, I will mark to the end of my shoulder divided by 2. Then I'm going to place my ruler and I will connect this all the way up. After connecting to the upper part of my pattern, the next step I will take is to mark my under bust tightening and my dart intake. I'm using 1 inch on both sides. If you're plus size, you should use 1.5 inches. So I'll just go ahead to place my ruler and I will draw a straight line, and I will also connect to the other side. Now after doing this, I'll connect from the bust all the way to, from the under bust to the bust area, and I will connect. So after I'm done blending this out, I'll go ahead to use my marker to outline my pattern. So after marking this now, the next step is to come up by 1.5 inches. That is, if your bust is on the smaller size, you can also use 2 inches. But if you're a bit busty or your bust is fuller, you can consider using 2 to 2.5 inches above your chest line. For my over bust tightening, I'm using 0.75 because my bust is on the smaller size. So you can use 1 inch here and 1.5 on the other side if your bust is between 35 to like 38. But if your bust is more or fuller at the upper part, you can use 1.5 inches for your over bust tightening. So I'll just go ahead to connect my dart. Next is to insert my measurement. I'll mark the bust circumference divided by 4 here. Then I'm going to pick the dart intake. I'll replace it by the side and I'll add my sewing allowance. So when you're adding your sewing allowance, please do not use much sewing allowance by the side. I'll mark the under bust measurement divided by 4, then pick the dart intake, replace it. I'll add the sewing allowance. You can just use 1 inch so that by the time you're done shaping your pattern, you just have ½ inch to join back. I'll mark the waist measurement divided by 4. Then I will pick this dart intake I have here, replace it, and then add my sewing allowance. After marking that, all I'll do is to place my ruler to connect it. Connect from the upper part all the way to the waist. After marking this, you want to mark your bust dart. Now to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. If you take out 15.5 from 17, you have 1.5. Then you go ahead to connect. So after I'm done doing this, the next step is to outline my dart to my bust dart to indicate that I have a dart at that point. So from the chest line, I'll come in by ½ inch. You can use your chest line or you can go up by chest line. So I'll just try to outline the design we have towards the upper part of the cup. the shape we have there. Now from that our chest line, I'll draw out my cup at this side. So after I'm done marking that, I'll go ahead to outline this. Now the next step I'll take is to go ahead to mark my cup at the other side. All you have to do is to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2, then add half inch to it. If you're a bit on the busty side, you just want to add 1 inch to the nipple to nipple measurement you have. So make sure that you blend out your dart before going ahead to place this. So I'll just go ahead to place and I'll connect this. After I'm done connecting, this is what I have, and I'll go ahead to outline. So after I'm done outlining, I'll go ahead to connect this at this point. So this is what I have for my cup here, right? Now this is the center front and side front, and the next step is to cut out my corset pattern. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So I'll just cut out my cup area. Also blend out your bust dart when you're cutting this out. You can use your tape to hold it. So after cutting this, for the lower part, you can decide to cut it into different pieces, or you just blend it out and cut out as one piece. Then I'll cut out the cup. After cutting this, we're going to cut the back. For the back pattern, you notice I added few inches here. This is extra 5 inches because the back has like a sheer effect at the back of the dress. So you're going to add 5 inches extra before cutting out your pattern. Now for the back pattern, what I marked is the shoulder to bust, and this is my shoulder to waist at the back. Now you want to go ahead to place your tape and mark your shoulder divided by 2, come down by 1 inch, then place it and connect to your shoulder slope. The next step is to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Draw out a straight line there. Place back your tape and you're going to mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2 on your chest line. Then you're going to connect this all the way up. After you're done connecting, you're going to place your tape and you divide what you have here into 2 equal parts. Come out by ½ inch. Place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. All your measurement is starting after that line. Now connect this all the way up and connect it to the bust circumference divided by 4. Now the next step is to mark your bust measurement divided by 4. For the back, I'll add just ½ inch. Now at the waistline, I'll mark the waist measurement divided by 4, add ½ inch for my sewing allowance. Now if you're wondering why I used 1 inch for the front and half for the back, now by the time you're done turning sides of your corset at the front with ½ inch, that 1 inch allowance will remain ½ inch. Then for the back, I just used ½ inch. You now join ½ inch of the front to the ½ inch of the back. Now I outlined the chest line area. That is where what you'll be needing. Then after that, I'll just go ahead to cut this out. After cutting this out, this is what we have for the back. By the time you're done stitching this with your elastic thread, it will pull it to the actual size. Now if you look at the lower part of this dress, it is layered. So all you have to do is get your measurement from your front waistline all the way to the gown length. Now for each step of the layered dress, you're going to determine how long you want it to be. Now the first thing you need to do is to cut your lining. Let's take this as my lining. Now to get the measurement for your lining, you need your hip measurement, then add extra 10 to 20 inches to it so that it will make the lower parts free. Now what you do is you now gather the upper part to the size of your actual waistline. After doing that, you get your first layer of fabric, which you're going to actually gather also to the actual waistline of the dress. This is the part that you'll be attaching to the upper part of the dress. If you look at this layer, is not that full. You can consider using 2 to 3 yards to achieve that effect, right? So what you do is you're going to gather that fabric to match the actual waistline you have. So let's just say this is the first layer of fabric that I am using. Then you just go ahead to gather it and attach it. Now moving over to the second layer, you're going to determine where that will stop also. Then mark that line on your lining. After marking it, you now go ahead to pick the fabric that you're going to use for it. Now what you also do is to run a gather stitch at the top. So I'm using like a pattern paper to illustrate, so that is why I did not sew a gathers on it. If I sew a gathers on a pattern paper, it's going to tear off. So what I'm doing is just to use a paper and I'm pleating that side just to indicate or show you that we have like a gathers or pleats. Then you attach it on that line. Make sure that the line you marked is straight and it is even at each side. So after you're done gathering this second layer, you now add the third, and which is also the last layer, which will now give you the last length that we have on this dress. So for each layer, you're going to determine how long it's going to be. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead to use pin to hold it, just to indicate or just to show you how it's going to look like. So just like I used pin to hold this down, you just sew it on your lining. That is, you're attaching the last layer on your lining. After attaching, you're going to have something like this. Then you now attach it to the upper part and stitch it at the back. Now, so you notice there's a crunchy effect at the lower part of each layer. So what you need to do is to cut out your little fabric and you're going to weave the edges. After weaving the edges, you're going to run like your gather stitch. So when you're running your gather stitch, you can sew it on the machine to drag it, or you can use your needle and thread, but needle and thread will take a lot of time. I'm just doing this because it's a tutorial. So after doing that, you will now drag it, creating those ruffle, and you're now going to place it at the lower part of your dress. For the sleeve of this dress that are extended towards the cup area, you're going to cut out a flounce, but which will be in a smaller size. You now connect it all the way from the back to the front and to the cup area.